are certain indie developers that I know I can always rely on to offer something that feels fresh and high quality with each new game they come out with. Studios like Supergiant of Bastion and Hades fame, and Thunder Lotus of Sundered and Spiritfarer can always be relied upon to put out something great, as can Blighted developer Drinkbox Studios. From the Metroidvania action of Guacamelee to the character-swapping action RPG flair of Nobody Saved the World, I've loved every game Drinkbox has put out. As such, I'm always excited when they announce something new. This year they announced Blighted at Summer Game Fest, and I subsequently got to go hands-on with it at Playdays. While it's certainly not the most original of Drinkbox's games, it's shaping up to be a really solid Souls-inspired action game in its own right. It's set in an interesting world that I can't wait to see more of, and I'm also excited to see what challenging boss fights it could throw at me next. Drinkbox hasn't made a bad game yet, and I doubt they'll start here. In the world of Blighted, a seed is planted in someone's brain when they die. Over time, these seeds grow into beautiful trees, and knowledge is passed down by people consuming the fruit from said trees. Unfortunately, a malevolent being named Sorcisto discovered that you can gain immense power by just eating brains outright, and annihilates the player's village. The player is then put on a revenge quest to stop them, although they're also willing to consume brains and become more blighted if it means getting more powerful. Blighted is much darker in tone than the cheeky Nobody Saves the World, a fairly original fantasy world lore that I can't wait to learn more about. The dreary and desolate nature of Blighted's world is also fitting for its gameplay, which takes cues from Souls games with its methodical pace and tough challenge. Thankfully, you won't be losing souls to recollect upon death or anything, but its world certainly fits the part. It also helps that the artists at Drinkbox once again killed it with this title, offering up beautiful yet somewhat psychedelic visuals that pop as soon as you see them in person on a nice TV. Admittedly, Blighted is one of the less ambitious Drinkbox Studios titles from a gameplay standpoint. It's a pretty standard isometric game, as you slowly attack, dodge, parry, and perform finishing moves on enemies, being careful not to die against any of the tougher foes or bosses that you face. Hopefully some more interesting player skills and abilities will emerge as players continue to defeat bosses and absorb their powers. The whole thing can also be played in co-op, enhancing the whole experience. The most original part of Blighted's gameplay loop is the titular Blight System. As players keep doing well and kill enemies, a Blight meter will fill and progress over multiple tiers. While it didn't get very high during my demo, this system can apparently make the game much harder the higher it gets. Blighted is a Metroidvania action RPG, not a roguelike, so the Blight is a dynamic system that won't go away as easily. It also already makes me want to go back and play more so I can see the full extent of how it works. Drinkbox has a consistent track record, and Blighted definitely does not break that streak from what I've seen of it so far. Its slow-paced action feels great, the Blight system offers an interesting twist on the standard isometric action game difficulty curve, and the world's lore and visuals are already absolute standouts. I can't wait to play more and suspect Drinkbox Studios will once again do well with the full game. Blighted will be released on PC via Steam in 2026. Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon, and Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help support our continued growth, and subscribe to keep up with all of our future content.
Noisy Pixel.